New chapter, that is statistics, and lot of things are knowing about the chapter already, like group data, ungrouped data. One more term that they have used here is called as arrayed data. Basically, it is called as ARRA, arrayed data. Arrayed data means basically data which we are arranging either in ascending order or descending order is called as arrayed data. And see, and out of that, this is what? This you have arranged in some way. One type of data is what? Which is called as raw data. Or raw data is also called as, one more name is given there, ungrouped or unclassified or unclassified data. Okay. So see, little bit theory is there here, not much. And then see, already from your class 7th and 6th you are knowing how to draw the frequency polygons and histograms, bar graphs, pie charts, and okay, frequency distribution table. Okay, lot of things are going to come here. We'll learn a lot of things through examples. So you're knowing how to draw the tally marks. Okay, so as and when question comes, you'll learn more and more through questions. So then also knowing the formula for the sectorial angle. Okay, how to calculate the angles and all those things we'll see. Few questions. I expect that you are using your graph copy also for the same thing. So if I'm taking a question now. Exercise 1A. Question number 1 says, the marks obtained by 25 students in a test are follows. Represent this array data and construct a frequency distribution table. Okay, so for this table, let's first make a table. So write here marks. And then what will make? We'll write here frequency. Then we'll write what? Next is frequency. And see, whenever we are drawing a table, we need to draw the tally mark also. Tally mark. These all things are already done in class 6 and 7. Now see, what are the marks given to us? Let's write them in a tabular form in ascending order. Minimum mark is 1, then 2, then 3 also is there, 4 also is there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, marks are like this. So we'll make a table and then we'll write 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then we need to draw some vertical lines like this so that we can just represent it properly. This is our table basically. You'll use your scales to draw this. I'm drawing a freehand. So where the question says draw frequency distribution table, you will draw something like this. And then now let us see from the book itself that 1 is coming how many times? We can see that 1 is coming 2 times. So frequency is 2. Let's write it like this. And see here we need to be very much confident because things can be like one is coming once and then twice. Yes, Now 2 is coming how many times? 2 is coming 1. 2 is coming only one time. Yes, 2 is coming one time. Now this frequency is important. This is your observation. If anything is wrong, then marks will be cut. The frequency of 3. How many students are getting 3 marks? 1. Only one student is there who's got 3 marks. Then how many are those who have got 4 marks? You can see there are 2 students only. Then how many got 5 marks? You can see here that they have 4 of have got the 5 marks. Then how many got 6 marks? 3 students. Then how many of them have got 7 marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 students are there. Then how many of them have got 8 marks? 1, 2 and 3. 3 are there. Then how many of them have got 9 marks? 1 and 2. 2 students. Then how many of them got 10 marks? Only 1 student. After writing this frequency, what we need to do is, we will just write the tally marks. So for frequency 2, 2 vertical lines like this. Frequency 1, 1, 1 again 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here then here 3 is given, so let's make 3 vertical lines. Then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And for 3 it will be 1, 2 and 3. 2 will be like this and 1 will be like this. Okay. So this is the way how to draw a frequency distribution table. I'm writing it as of now. Let us see more questions on exercise. I'm taking the 4th question now. 4th question is using or you can say 4th question is for making a pie chart. It is saying Rajan went to the marketplace with rupees 72 in his pocket. He spent on money on different heads as shown in the given table. So for soft drink 20 rupees, for chocolate 24 rupees, for fruit 16 rupees and for this one. Now for drawing this, let us find the angles first. So right here, first line will be total value of all the expenditure. How much is that? Rupees 72. So 72 rupees is the total expenditure that he has done. Then soft drink. So right here, we can call it sectorial angle or angle of the sector. So right here, angle of sector for soft drink. In the class 6, you must have seen you are drawing a table only for it. But if it is not given, no problem. Both ways are equally correct. Drawing a table and then finding things. See how you find it. First, how much he has spent upon what was the total money, and then into 360. So how much money he spent? 24 rupees or 20 rupees? 20. 20 rupees he has spent out of how much money? 72 rupees multiplied by 360. This will give us what? The degree. So this will be what basically? 36 on 36, 36 twos are. 2 into 10, 2 times the 20, that will, it will be what, how much has to be? 100 degree. Then next is for which head he is spending the money. Next is for chocolate. So write here angle of sector for chocolate. So equal to what? How much money is spent for chocolate? 24 rupees. Is equal to 24 upon 72 into 360 degrees. This degree is going to be outside bracket. This will be outside the bracket. Again, it will be what? 36 tens are, 36 twos are. 2 was a 2, 2 was a 10. And 4 was a 5 was 20, 2, 10, 11, 12, 120 degree. Then next we got fruits. Angle of sector for fruits. It will be equal to 16 upon 72 into 360 degrees. What is the name of this? Again, 16 upon 72. That means how much it is? 80 degree. Then what is remaining? Angle of sector for convenience. Now angle of how much it will be? How much you spent? 12 rupees. 12 upon 72 into 360 degree. That means 12 into 5. That means 60 degree. Okay. Now we have got all the angles. After this, what the work is? See. Our work will be, we'll draw a circle big enough or may rub it. I think so rubbing will be a better option. Okay, so I'll rub this and then draw the pie chart. That will be one question for pie chart, and you can understand all the questions like that only. Method is same. I have noted the angle somewhere, at some place I will note it down. Now, what we will do is, first draw a circle. Okay. I'm drawing a tree ant, so now see here, you draw a circle there, and then first you draw horizontal line. Then what you will do is, any angle you can note down first, mark first. You keep your projector here, and then what you will do is first, any angle. I am taking the first for the angle soft ring. So from here I will measure how much? 100 degrees. See here, I keep things here like this. 100 degree, start from here, 90, this is 100. Okay? I will draw this 100. So this is 100 degree. So we'll write the angle first, and then 100 degree represented for what things? We'll write here soft drink. Here. Now next is what? Chocolate. It is 120 degree. So how we'll do it? See here. Now we'll keep our vector here. And then from here, how much we'll measure? 120. See, 90. 100, 110, 120. We'll mark the point there. See, I made a dot there. And how much it will make? 120. So from here, measure 120 like this. Okay. So this much is your, how much? 120 degree. And 120 degree was coming from which angle? It is the amount he spent for chocolate. Then next angle is, we can take for fruits, that is 80 degree. Now again you keep a compass, you keep a projector here, and what you measure? You measure 80 degree. 0, 50, 60, 70 and 80. 80 is here. Degrees of which is this fruits. 80 degree for fruits. And obviously the last one will be what? Convenience. And that is how much? 60 degree. So right at angle line it will be at convenience. Is it clear? So you take with the help of your compass, you can draw a circle of any given radius and then mark the angles as I have done. Now I think so all the problems on pie chart will be clear to you. Then next I am taking question number 5. Now whatever questions are on pie chart, now I am not doing that. Now I am taking up question number which is based on a bar graph. But before that, one question I should take on the interpretation of a pie chart. That will be question number. Now, whatever representation is there for pie chart, you can do it on your own. I am doing the 9th question. That is what? Interpretation of a pie chart. 9th question is what? Let us see 9th question. 9th question says, a during pie chart is a visual representation of the number of hours spent on different activities by a student during a day. Okay. So 60 degree, 90 degree, 100 degree, play. Okay, different things there. Now, on the basis there is fill the blanks. Such a representation is called as. So first part will be what? When you represent things like this, it's called as a pie chart or pie graph. So A, first part will be pie chart or pie graph. Pie chart or pie graph, both will be correct. Second part. So A, first part was this. Second part is what? Second part is saying the time spent by the students in the school is dash hours in a day. So it is telling 90 degree. Okay. Now see. Now time spent in school. So write here first. Sector or sectorial on school 90 degree. Angle so see here angle of sector for school is equal to 90 degree. Now this will be equal to what? Time spent in school upon 24, because in a day total hours 24 multiplied by 360 degrees. This implies that 90 upon 360 is equal to time spent in school upon 24. This means it is what? 1 by 4 into 24 hours. Equal to time spent in school. That means how much it is? 6 hours. See, because it is given what? For a day. How much it will be? 6 hours. Then, what is the third part? Third part is the student spends the maximum number of hours in a day on. Now see here, where the maximum spending of time is there. Where is the maximum? Then for that you find the maximum angle. And maximum angle is what? 120 degrees. See. So they are only saying maximum number of hours. So where he is spending that maximum hours? Sleep. Because there is 120 degree of sectorial angle for sleep. That means what? Maximum time that the student is spending is on sleep only. Now some more part is there. Make a table to show the data displayed. That means